Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 4 of Scary Startup Stories with Pavithra Celine. Today's episode is going to be very interesting. Just like how we have been choosing and bringing guests who bring value to you guys, today is going to be another amazing topic. We've already covered social media, we've covered health. Today it's going to be about mental health and your energy. It's about life coach and how healers can help you heal the inner child or your inner subconscious and everything that you do because of it. Today I have Leckranee Bautubara with us today, who is an amazing life coach, master energy healer, psychic medium, tarot card reader, and also angel card reader. So she's going to talk about a lot of these topics today. So if you're someone who needs someone to talk to, connect, and heal the inner self, then this episode is going to really help you. Welcome my guest Leckranee today.
Thank you, Pavithra, for inviting me for the episode of today. I am excited to be here and I'm excited as well to connect to everyone who's going to watch this in one way or the other to help them out.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming and accepting my invitation. That's amazing. And Leckranee, I want to tell audience a little bit about you. Leckranee is a Mauritian national and she is now in Dubai and helping people in Dubai. So how did Dubai happen to you and why Dubai?
Interesting. So I moved to Dubai in 2008.
Right.
November, I was offered a job here as a financial accountant. I was a financial professional. So I moved to Dubai at that time and I started working in Dubai. But in 2019, I went through what we call the dark night of the soul, where you feel questioning everything that is happening around you, your life, the way you behave, why you do things the way you do. Everything that had a meaning became meaningless for me. So I said, I will take a break from the corporate life and I will go on what we call a self-discovery journey. I'll take a sabbatical life of 1 year. But universe had something planned for me, which was going through the whole process of getting to know myself.
Right.
So then I got interested in holistic and alternative wellness.
Right.
It became very attractive. So the first healing modalities that I learned was angelic Reiki. I am an angelic Reiki master teacher.
Wow.
So then things started changing from there. And I started looking for tools and technique to work on myself, to understand myself.
Okay.
I wanted to understand myself. Why do I do certain things? Why my choices are like that? Why things are falling apart in my life and I was not understanding it. This is when I got to know that everything that is in your life is created by your mind.
Okay.
So I went into looking for tools which will allow me to understand better.
Right.
So I came across a beautiful modality called Theta Healing. I am a Theta Healing practitioner and instructor.
Okay.
So as I was getting myself healed by other healers and coaches, since I left my job as well, I started learning the tool myself.
Okay.
For myself. I said, okay, I'm going to learn it. I'm going to sort out my life. And then, as universe has planned everything for you out of the blue, one of the oldest holistic center in Dubai called Elimination offered me a job.
Wow.
They told me, come and collaborate with us. We would like you to teach angelic Reiki because you're the only master teacher we have in Dubai. So the whole journey started there, where I said, okay, I'm going to make this a profession now. So I stayed back in Dubai, changing my industry.
Wow.
But the career is the same. I'm still a businesswoman.
Okay.
Before I was taking care of a finance department. Now I take care of people, body, mind, and soul.
That's amazing and a very bold move.
Yes.
Because once you decide, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Okay, I've studied finance and I'm going to work in a finance background, and then to decide that I'm going to stop finance and do something which you've never done before.
Yes.
That is a very, very bold move. And I think that is why you are where you are today.
Yes.
Because not everyone can make that kind of bold decisions. And because you did it, and you not only healed yourself, but you're also helping so many other people,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
So that is
exactly.
amazing. And I also see the trend that before, your mental health or visiting a psychiatrist was a taboo.
Yes.
Even if people used to go and take consultations from a psychiatrist, they never used to talk about it. But
Yes.
these days, mental health is prioritized.
Yes.
There's a lot of education related it, but life coach or healers are still not getting the exposure that they deserve,
Yes.
right? So what is the difference between a psychiatrist, a life coach,
Yeah.
and a healer?
So when we look at a person, before we were identifying a person as a body, a physical body.
Right.
And when we get sick, we go to the doctor, and the doctor give us the medication and everything.
Right.
Science is very beautiful, but most of the time science treats the symptoms. But when we look at a person is not only a physical body. A person is a mental body, a person is an emotional body, a person is a physical body, and a person is a spiritual body. When we talk about mental health, which is done by psychologists and psychiatrists and everything, they are only taking care of your mental health. A life coach take care of your 4 body level: mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. They cannot be separated.
Right.
They have to be one. So the difference between a psychiatrist and a psychologist and a life coach and a healer is when you go to a psychiatrist or a psychologist is talk therapy. They create that space for you where you talk about your problems, and they give you tools to manage the problem.
Okay.
Yeah, for example, anger. Let's manage anger. There is tools to do anger management.
Right.
Yeah, you have anxiety and you have anxiety attack. They give you tools and medication to manage that.
Okay.
A life coach and a healer, they are life coaches who are not healers. They are healers who are not life coaches. But Leckranee is both.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's my specialty. So when I have a client who comes to me and tell me, Leckranee, I have issues with anger.
Okay.
I rage. I snap. My anger go over the roof. So what Leckranee does, first of all, I help the person through my life coaching to identify
Okay.
the anger, what triggers the anger.
Right.
Yeah, because somebody is snapping, it's not like somebody just snap. Something is happening in the environment. There is a comment, there is a conversation. So the person is getting triggered.
Right.
So what is a trigger? A trigger is what we call as an emotional trigger. It is a wound that is inside of you, an emotional wound that is also related to a trauma that has not been healed.
Right.
It is still in your mind as an occurring event. Your mind doesn't know that it is over. So when that gets triggered, the person is bursting out and raging and getting angry. So Leckranee will take this person to the moment when the first time the emotional wound and trigger had happened in that person's life.
Okay.
Okay, we will identify that by accessing the person's subconscious mind, because I have the technique and the tool to do that. And when we identify that, we will get that problem sorted at the root. Yeah,
Okay.
the whole root cause of the problem will be identified. Most of the time, this is an example I am going so that people better understand it. When people have anger, anger is a very beautiful emotion. Anger is an indication that your mind is telling you, it is a message from your mind that I am being treated unfairly. Something is not right.
Right.
I am not getting what I am asking for. Then you get angry. And anger is a secondary emotion, we call it. So when we go back in time, when I have taken the client to their subconscious mind and I am identifying where this is coming from, most of the time it is an event that has happened from 0 years to 7 years old. So what happened during that time? During that time, there is no filter between your subconscious and your subconscious mind. It's only your subconscious mind. You're like a sponge. So you have seen kids, they copy very quickly at that age. Some word come out of your mouth as a grown-up, they have copied it. because they are like a sponge. They are only in their subconscious mind. They are copying everything. This is a time when a child is learning to be a human,
Right.
and to exist as a human here.
Right.
Yeah, and they are copying everything that is happening. They are what they are creating, their belief system. So to better understand the mind is compare it to a laptop. When you buy a laptop, which is your child mind, before you even start using the laptop, the first thing you need to do is to install the operating system.
Right.
Yeah. So your belief system is actually your operating system. Your belief system for everything you have experienced from 0 to 7. So once that operating system is installed, then you can download and install software to be able to use that laptop.
Right.
So what is important for a laptop? It's not the software, it's the operating system. Because without it, I cannot use a laptop.
Right.
No matter what updated software I have.
Right.
So the work I do is taking people back in time and upgrading their operating system, which is their belief system, so that they can install new software, which is new experiences of life. This is what a life coach and a healer does. Now, this is regarding the mind. When you experience something in life, there are imprints that is stored in your body, in your nervous system, which create defense, protection mechanism, and coping mechanism.
Right.
That is a normal thing that happens in every human being's body.
Right.
When you have experienced something that was not very pleasant, which we call a trauma, and a trauma is not something huge that has happened. A trauma is anything a child that has experienced that was too much for a child nervous system to deal with. It can be a simple word. It can be the way somebody look at that child. Because when you're a child, there is two core needs that needs to be fulfilled resourcefully and healthily. Safety and protection, significance and connection, and love. This is what a child is looking for. If the child, while looking for these needs to be catered for, obviously you're a child, you're waiting for the adult to do that for you, and it is not catered resourcefully, a child has recorded a trauma. So the body keep the imprint of that memories that has happened. The mind has already created the belief system, and the imprint is kept in the body. The nervous system has already created a coping mechanism. So when you have now work with the subconscious mind, you need to work with the body. This is where the energy healing come from. So I use my tool and my technique to release all these imprints that are stored in your body. For example, anger is stored in one of your organ, yeah, and resentment is stored in your body, in your liver, in your kidney. You have those emotions stored. So when you do the energy healing, the tools and the techniques that I use, I release physically the imprint. I work with the body as well.
Okay.
Okay, so mental is done, body is
Physical.
done. Yes. So when I am working with the mental subconscious mind, I am also working together with the emotion. Why? Because your subconscious mind, which manages 98% of your life, yeah, the job of your logical mind, where people say it is all in your mind, use your logic, your mind should be logical, that manages only 2% of your life. The job of your logical mind is to make sure you're alive and you're safe.
Right.
That's all. Everything else is taken care of by your subconscious mind, where your core belief system is sitting. So when you're experiencing something as an adult, a situation as an adult, you have experienced this through your 5 senses. Then information is gone to your mind, is gone to your body. Your subconscious mind is your logical mind check it, send the information through your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind goes through it and said, oh, it doesn't match your belief system, so it's not important. But as soon as a situation that matches your belief system, for example, you are an adult now, somebody made you feel very helpless. You already have a belief system that you are helpless. Yeah? So it says, oh, it matches your belief system. Okay, now let's release the emotional trigger. So how did you behave when you were feeling helpless at that point of time? You were shouting, you were screaming, you were being rude to people, you felt people don't hear you, you will behave the same way. Then this is people say, why this person is overacting or overreacting? No, the person is emotionally triggered. So when we change the belief system and we go back in time where the situation have started, we are also releasing what we call the strong emotion attached to it. When a person was was made feel that they are treated unfairly, and they were not given justice, how did that person felt? I felt I was not good enough. I felt I was not heard. I didn't have the chance to explain myself. So all of this emotion, we get rid of it because it's called strong emotion. I don't use the word negative emotion because your mind doesn't understand the difference between a negative and a positive emotion. For your mind, every emotion is emotion. You're happy is an emotion, you're sad is an emotion, you're joyful is an emotion, you're miserable is an emotion. For your mind, it's emotion. I am experiencing it. So your subconscious mind is also called your emotional mind. It is looking for emotion. How can I experience this emotion again? So when you're working with the subconscious mind and you're releasing the belief, then you're also working with the mind on an emotional level, which allows you to regulate your emotion. This is the difference between a psychiatrist and a life coach and a healer.
Amazing, because I think this is going to be helpful for a lot of you.
Yes.
Because everyone knows a little bit of everything, but no one knows the detailed information and the difference. Here you have clarified it with examples, so people
Yes.
will be able to connect and connect and realize and choose which kind of help they are looking for and choose their consultant accordingly.
Exactly.
Right? That's amazing. And also, now that you also have a license and you're doing this, legally with a license, I remember we registered your company's name as Lecranee's Holistic Heaven, right? So this was something very unique for me because it was very catchy and it was unique and it also resonates with what you did. Now, Leckranee, because obviously it's your name.
Yeah.
How did you come up with this name, Holistic Heaven?
So back in the days when I was working in corporate, if I remember correctly, I think it was in 2016. That was my last corporate job. So in my company, they had to go on GoDaddy and buy a website or a server name or whatever. So they have used my personal credit card. So when they gave me the receipt, my company was using my personal credit card. Okay, at that time. So I was a CFO. So I was allowing them to do that.
Okay.
And then what has happened, when they gave me the receipt and I said, why they paid $12? Is it only $12 a website? I personally went on GoDaddy and I said, I'm going to buy a website for myself for no reason.
Okay.
Yeah. And I bought a website. First of all, I was thinking what I will put. Holistic just came to my mind.
Right.
Yeah, it just came to my mind because at that time I was very interested in angel card reading and moon meditation, full moon, new moon meditation. These were little things that was of my interest, but I was not deep into it. It was just fascinating to me.
Okay.
So I said, okay, the word holistic came to me. Then I had put heaven. Then I said, heaven is too common. No, I need to go and look for something else. Then I wanted to put sanctuary. Then I said, no, sanctuary. So I went on Google and I asked Google to give me a synonym of sanctuary. And Google gave me heaven. And I said, this is so different. So I bought the name, Leckranee Holistic Heaven. And I continued to pay GoDaddy just because I could buy it. I saw it was only 12 dirham and I said, okay, I'm going to buy it. I kept it. And then when I became the healer, I'm using it.
Wow, that's amazing. I think the universe always decided that, you know what,
Yes.
you are doing finance and you're a CFO and you're doing what you're doing, but your path is different. So I'm going to prepare you from now so that, few years later, when you look back, you understand, okay, these were the dots and it's perfectly fitting right now. And that's really nice. Okay, now coming to my next question, because I know you, very well. We are also BNI members. We are from the same chapter.
Yes.
And we always believe in givers gain.
Yes.
Right? And every time I look for someone, because now if someone is asking, okay, I'm looking for license, they'll be, okay, speak to Celine.
Pavithra.
Someone is looking for, say, bookkeeping. Okay, speak to Ranga. Someone is looking for tax. Okay, speak to Nilesh. Someone is looking for, okay, speak to her. Now, when someone is saying, this is what I'm going through, it's really, now I'm talking about me. I don't know how to approach them and tell, what, I think you need help.
Yes.
Right? We understand that they need help because, we don't know how the other person will take.
Yes.
Whether they'll be open to it or they will feel like, okay, why is she saying that to me?
Yes.
How do I refer the right people to you, or
Yes.
who are the people that you can help?
Yeah. So actually, everybody needs healing, because let's discuss a little bit the word healing. It is not a special word. It is not reserved for a special people.
Okay.
It is not for people who sell everything and go and live on the Himalayas or in the middle of the forest.
Right.
It is not for people who becomes vegan.
Right.
Yeah. Healing is actually the process for you to understand yourself. How do you function?
Okay.
All the choices and the decision that you're making in your day-to-day life, all the goals and the objectives that you have set, they are products of your belief system. So if you want to understand yourself better, if you're going through something in your life where you have tried everything within your capacity and your
Right.
possibility, you have changed your plan millions of times, you have changed your course of action millions of times, and you're still not getting the results, then you need to get a life coach and a healer, because that life coach and a healer will explain to you by identifying why you are not getting the result, because the result of your life is not a product of your action or your goals or your objective.
Right.
It is the result is based on your belief system. The
Okay.
result will match your belief system. I'll give you a simple example. Have you heard or even seen experience people who are very poor and they win a lottery?
Okay.
Yeah, they become very rich overnight.
Yeah.
If you go and interview those people where people have done that, after a year, they have become poor again. They have lost all the money.
Okay.
Yeah? Why do you think that has happened?
Maybe they didn't know how to use the money that they had.
Because they already have a belief system that they are poor.
Okay.
So when they have money, that belief system is not matching with that result. So they will do some things that will lose the money. They will make a choice and a decision where the money will go.
Right.
Yeah? So anybody in life where they feel that there are certain things they are not understanding, or they want to understand themselves better, they want to feel better about themselves, we need to remember life is based on the wheel of life.
Right.
Life is not only your career, life is not only your family, life is not only the roles that you have. Life is everything: your family, your career, your mental, emotional, physical, spiritual well-being, your contribution to society, your relationship, friendship, romantic. Everything is about life. So if in any area of your life where you feel that you feel very frustrated, very
Right.
irritated, yeah, and you are putting goals every time and you're not achieving those goals, where in your relationship you feel that you're stuck, you're not able to take a decision, where you feel unhappy and you feel that sense of emptiness inside of you, which I felt. That is the reason why I left my job. There was this sense of emptiness inside of me. No matter what assignment I do, no matter how much increase I get, no matter what promotion I get, no matter how much money I am earning, there was this emptiness inside of me that could not be filled with anything. This is when you know that I need to go to someone who can explain to me what is happening to me and who can help me to put myself back into the track of life. This is
Wow.
when you need someone. A life coach and a healer is just like a mechanic. You drive a car, I drive a car.
Right.
I have a Wrangler.
Yeah.
Wrangler is a very complicated car.
Right.
So if my Wrangler is not functioning, you think I will go to the supermarket and I will tell the supermarket guy to check it?
No,
Or I will go to a mechanic.
Mechanic, obviously.
Exactly. So a life coach and a healer is like that. When you have reached to that point in your life where you feel stuck and you are unhappy, there is an emptiness, your relationship are upside down, you are losing money, and you're not getting what you want from life. Because we are here to enjoy and to have the pleasure of life.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
Life is going to be painful. Like Sadhguru said, life is going to be painful. Suffering is your choice. So if you choose not to suffer, get a life coach and a healer.
Right. That's amazing. That's
Yes.
very well said. And actually, you were also mentioning so many other services
Yes.
or other, holistic things that you,
Yes.
you do. Most of them even I'm not aware of.
Yes.
Right. I couldn't even understand what that means because, now we know what a psychiatrist does and we've got the education about it. But, life coach, holistic healing, spiritual reading, all these are new.
Yeah.
And, people are getting the education now, awareness now. So can you tell me everything that you do and what does that actually mean?
Okay, so I help people to change their mindset,
Okay.
which is related to their belief system. I help people to heal their inner child, which is a concept that everybody is hearing out now. Inner child is also called your shadow self, the little parts in you who has gone through experiences in life that was not very pleasant, and that self have created what we call limited belief system, which is creating block in your life.
Right.
I also read energy of people. I am a psychic medium.
Okay.
So people can come to me and ask me to read their energy. I can read because you have around you what is called your aura. It is an energy field. So every experiences that you go through life get imprinted in the wheel of energy you have in your body, which you cannot see, which we call the chakras. Yeah?
Right.
You have 7 in your body. Every human being has 7.
Okay.
The only difference is that my life experience and the life experience of yours are very different.
Exactly.
So your imprints are different. So when you experience something from life, they get imprinted into your 7 chakras. Your 7 chakras feed your auric field with those information. So when you come and ask me to do a reading for you, and I will go and I will tap into your energy field and I will get the information and I will tell you, this is where the block is coming and this is what is happening to you. And I am not a fortune teller. Let's clarify that. I cannot predict your future. No one can.
Okay.
Yeah? You are the only one who can create your future because you are the creator of your life.
Right.
Your mind is creating your life.
Right.
Yeah? So I will tell you with the choices and the decision that you are making right now, this is going to be the outcome.
Okay.
So if you don't like the outcome, you can change it now. So
Okay.
I guide people. I am also a certified relationship coach. I work with people who have issues in their relationship.
Wow.
Because many people, what happened to us, our relationship, I'm talking about the romantic relationship and being in a marriage, being engaged, having a romantic partner, a companion, anybody you're romantically involved, you're in love. We copy the same relationship dynamics that our mother and father had into our relationship. Because why? 0 from 7, what I explained earlier, we are copying. We are just copying and pasting. So your adult life is just a repetition of those patterns that is already in your subconscious mind. Your adult self cannot manage your life. At the end of the day, your life is managed by a subconscious mind, which is only 7 years old. So
Right.
whatever you have seen, the dynamic between your mother and your father, you'll copy that exactly into your relationship dynamic. That's why there is a saying, no, girls marry someone like their father and guys marry someone like their mother.
Right.
It's a true thing.
Right.
Yeah? But then you're experiencing the same dynamic that your mother and your father experienced between them in your relationship. This is where people have problems.
Right.
They say, no, I didn't sign up for that. What is happening here? Why are you treating me like my mother? Why are you treating me like my father? Because you copied the pattern. So as a certified relationship coach, I put all my tools together where I coach people, I make them understand where their dynamic and their pattern are coming from, identified it with their childhood, and help them to shift their belief system, heal their childhood trauma, heal their inner child, so that they can design their relationship how they want it to be.
Right.
Yeah, many people have what we call love myth. Yeah, Romeo Juliet, Hiranja, and that's why when people read this book, they get so emotional. So when you are looking at all of this around you, you are developing a belief system where true love is separation, true love is suffering.
Right.
So this is also reflecting in your relationship.
Right.
So if you saw your mother and your father, for example, as a child, if you saw your mother was always doing everything to make your father happy, we as girl, if we had that kind of mother, we would do exactly the same thing in our relationship because we believe that is love.
But can I ask you something? Now, for example, sometimes, yes, it's the same thing, but sometimes you absolutely want to become the opposite as well.
Yes.
Because, sometimes when you keep seeing, okay, your mom, doing everything extraordinary and even something that is out of her limit, but then she keeps doing to please, her partner. And then you realize, I don't feel that this is
Yes.
right, because it has to be from both the sides.
Yes.
And then I feel, okay, this is not right. So when I get married, I'm going to do the exact opposite thing. So will this also work? Because you said it's going to be the
No,
copy paste always.
it will never work. So consciously, you're saying that I will become the total opposite. Yeah. So you will attract a partner where the partner will not be able to cater for your needs, and you will be frustrated, and you will come back to the patterns that you have copied. That's why you need to decide what are my values in relationship consciously. Like for me, it's honesty, transparency, loyalty, and respect. Those are my non-negotiable.
Okay.
I don't want to negotiate with them. So I am already aware. So when you go to a relationship coach, you tell the coach, these are my values. Most people don't even know what are their values. They just want to be loved. I want my partner to change. He needs to love me. No, you change yourself. And you ask yourself, why are you not loved? Why are you disrespected? It goes back to your childhood. Oh, I saw my mother going through this. I thought I was doing something different, but I keep on falling down to the same pattern. Why? Because you have a belief system which tells you, this is not familiar, that is familiar. You will create that.
Right.
Yeah? Even if you choose to do the opposite of it, the opposite will always come with anger, frustration, irritation.
Right.
The sense of being empty.
Right.
Yeah? So you will say, but I am choosing differently. Why am I not getting it?
Right.
Because you already have a belief
Right.
which is sitting there and telling you, you cannot have it because this is how you function. That is why it's very important. I became a relationship coach because I wanted to work on myself. I want to find someone to be my partner, but I needed to understand myself. So then what we explain to people, find your values in a relationship. What is your negotiable and what is your non-negotiable? There are 5 love languages. My love language and the love language of my partner is not the same. I like quality time and affirmation, where somebody tells me, I love you. Yeah, where somebody spend quality time with me. For my partner, is physical touch.
Right.
So we need to understand all of this.
Right.
Yeah, if we don't understand it, we'll never have a healthy relationship.
Right.
So that is why we see people now when a relationship is not working. It was very amazing. I had a client. She got married 3 times. She told me, first I got married to the guy from same nationality. It did not work. I was going through this and this and this and this. So I got divorced. I got married to a second person, a different nationality. And why the person was treating me the same way as my first husband? I saw guy from that culture, they treat women like that. I chose a completely different culture. He treat me the same way. So I left him and I got married the third time. I am ending with the same problem. Why?
The problem is with you, not the other person.
Exactly. The problem is what you have copied from your parents. So I told her, how does he treat you? Oh, I feel I give too much. Nobody understand me. So I told her, so when did you experience that? When I was a child, I felt I had to explain myself so much. I saw my mother doing it. So you are
Copy-pasting.
copy-pasting. Even though you are educated and you're a modern woman, you're hyper-independent, doesn't matter. It is about what you have copied from 0 to 7. Yeah? I do that as well. And I do lots of energy healing, which is, energy healing is like going and having an energy spa treatment. Yeah? When you go for energy healing, what it does, it clears your auric field from all the negative experiences you have gone through, strong emotion. Because remember that 90% of our thoughts are not our thoughts. We are collecting it from whatever is happening around us. Yeah?
Right.
And that get imprinted because our mind doesn't know the difference if it is our experience or the experience we are collecting. Our mind job is collecting data and giving a sense of it. So then it clears all of that. It clear also your energy centers, which are called your chakras. So I am an angelic Reiki master teacher. I channel the energy of the angelic kingdom of light to heal people. I am a sound therapist, certified sound therapist. I am also a certified crystal healer.
Okay.
Yeah, all of this we use for energy healing. And I am also a certified psychological functional therapist, where people come to me. I work with your body. I release all the imprints of all your trauma. Yeah, from your body parts. There are points in your body where we press, we release those imprints from your body, so that your nervous system can feel safe and can let go of coping mechanism, which is always fight, flight, and freeze. Yeah, your nervous system can go back, because your nervous system needs to feel safe to be regulated. When your nervous system is regulated, you don't have anxiety, stress, anxiety attack, panic attack, depression. All the mental disorders and the issues, mental health issues, are coping mechanism. They are not really a disease.
Right.
They are coping mechanism to keep you safe. So this is what energy healing does. I already said, as a psychic medium, I do energy reading. I do tarot card reading as well, for people who would like to have card laid down for them.
Right.
So I do tarot card reading, the classical tarot card reading. I also do angel card reading, because I work with the angels. So if people would like to receive messages from the angels, I do angel card reading. And I also communicate with pets.
Wow.
Yeah. So how our pets are our companion. They are in our life to teach us something. So I do what we call pet readings. I telepathically communicate with them to find out how is their life with their owner. So if somebody wants to know how their pet feel about them, if they have any issue, because pet doesn't understand our language. Actually, they read your body language when you're speaking to them, the tone of your voice. They will know if you're upset or you're loving. Yeah. So a pet reader comes in when a pet owner wants to know about their pet. Are they happy? Are they okay with their food? Our pet is very connected to us.
Right.
Yeah, they are not disconnected from us. So whatever we are going through, any emotional things that we are going through within ourselves or in our mind, our pet will read that. So a pet reader will show you, if ever your pet is sick and vet cannot find out what is going on, a pet reader will allow the owner to know by getting a pet reading.
Right.
Yeah, what is the issue that is going on? Why your pet is sick, or if your pet is happy with you, if they like the food, if they like the place, do they feel bullied? Do they feel unsafe?
Okay.
They feel all of that.
Wow.
And if you're going through a heartbreak, your pet is going through a heartbreak exactly like you. Their heart is breaking.
Okay.
Yeah. So cats are very mystical. Cats, they absorb everything from us, all the negative energies, as we call them, and they know how to release it from them.
Okay.
Dog, they cannot do that. They absorbed it and they keep it. And I am also a pet Reiki practitioner. So I give angelic Reiki healing to pets as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I do that.
All
so
right.
I go and give them healing. And they love it. They love it. They are so receptive. So pet reading is not only cats and dog. Anything can be your pet, except a human is a human. Never say a human is a pet, because somebody told me that one day. So every pet has a story.
Right.
To say. They are amazing when they narrate the story. They even know what you have experienced as a child, in your childhood, even though they were not in your life.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So I do that. And if people want to adopt a pet, or they want to bring a pet in the family, I also offer the services where they go and select a couple of them, and I'll get an energy reading, and I will tell them which one is aligned with them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I
so
do
before
that.
they adopt a
Yes.
pet at home, so irrespective it's a cat or a dog, irrespective it's a bird,
Yes.
so you can, speak to them, or, connect with them and tell, okay, who's the right one.
Yes.
Okay, now when we're talking about pets, because, we always have this emotional connect when it's a puppy.
Yes.
Right? So most of them prefer to adopt a puppy, and then, then they bring the puppy to a dog stage and then they keep it. So they are separated from the family. right? So will that dog still carry that trauma of being
Yes.
separated, and will they still accept us with a whole heart?
Yes, they will accept you with your whole heart because they will identify you as their family. And believe me, when you have a dog or a cat, if you are called a mother by your child, they will identify you as a mother.
Okay.
If you are a brother or a sister in the family and you are the owner of the pet, they will identify you as the brother and the sister, and they will make your mother become your mother, their mother.
All right.
So they know where to place themselves in the family. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they have the trauma. This happen mainly when people buy pet. That's why
Okay.
we say don't buy.
Okay.
Yeah, because breeders, they are heartless. It's their business for them. I'll be
Right.
very, very loud about it. They are heartless.
Right.
Yeah, they abuse animal. So they take they take away the puppies and the kittens from their mother very soon. So they carry the trauma. This is what I also do. I go and I heal that trauma to tell them that they are safe, that they are okay, that this family, because they always will live in this anxiety. What happened if I get separated from my family as well?
Right.
Yeah, so we do that as well. Yes.
Oh wow, that's really nice. Because guys, if you have a pet and you want to know, what your pet thinks about you, how they feel at your home, I think you have to contact Leckranee, because that is something really nice. Because I had a pet, right? And we are 3 siblings, so it was always considered as a fourth sibling.
Yes.
So my younger sister, she's 12 years younger to me. So we used to call her elder sister for the pet.
Yeah.
That's how we used to treat. So, but I always had this feeling of that question.
Yes.
Now, we were gifted that pet to us at our home warming ceremony. So I always wanted to know. Now, it is a small puppy. It has been separated from the family. How would that puppy feel while looking at us? Will it be angry on us that we've separated it from the family? So that's why I asked you that question.
Yeah.
Right? And I so much hope if it was there, maybe we could have done a reading, because it lived with us for 14 years, 14 long years. Right? And then, it had to go because they have a short lifespan.
Yes.
But, if I had a pet, I would have definitely loved to know what my pet
Yes,
knows
exactly.
or loves me, or what.
So you see, pet, they get heartbroken very quickly.
Okay.
The reason is because our pet love us unconditionally. They have mastered what we call unconditional love. We human beings, we have not mastered that because we have an ego self,
Right.
which is very bruised and very angry because of what we have experienced.
Right.
Yeah. So pet, when they come in our life, is to help us to kind of embrace and embody unconditional love and acceptance in our life.
Right.
They don't know how to be angry at us, no matter how we treat them.
Right.
They don't know that because for them, it's unconditional love.
Amazing. That's really nice. Thank you so much, because now I understand so much about, what you do, what you know, what are your expertise. And, I understood, who are the people, who can actually get benefit out of having a consultation
Yeah.
from you.
On top of that, I would like to add, whatever I do, I also support people who are going into physical diseases. Like, for example, people have psychosis, or people have skin diseases, and people who have liver problem, lungs problem, anything that you're going physically. Remember that. And especially you have heard now people have autoimmune diseases, chronic inflammation,
Right.
where doctor tell you, you have to manage it. There is no cure for that. The reason why you get that is because there is an emotional trauma and wound that has not been healed.
Right.
Yes, that needs to be healed. For example, people who have liver problem, anger has not been processed. Yeah, people who have lungs problem, there is a sadness and a grief that has never been processed. It is there. You think you're done. So you see, your mind has no notion of time. When you have experienced something which was not pleasant, your mind, your whole life will try to find a solution to make you feel better about it. That is the job of your mind.
Right.
That's why when you get an emotional trigger of something you experience when you were 5 years old, the feeling is the same. 5 years old and now, feeling is the same. How come? Because your mind doesn't know you grew up. That's why when we watch emotional movie like Notebook, we cry.
Right.
We watch scary movie, we are scared.
Right.
Why our
Emotions.
mind is not understanding that this is a movie? Because once you are you visually looking and experiencing something through your five senses, your mind is recording that as an experience.
Right.
Then there is already an emotional trigger. Love story, sad. Scary movie, scared. I'm scared of ghosts.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what happened. Then the mind has kept the memory and is trying to sort it out to find a solution.
Right.
Yeah, and the body kept on getting reactivated again and again.
Right.
This is where the diseases start coming in. So I always help people while doing their medical treatment to also work with their emotional and their mental health and spiritual as well, so that you are working with everything that will make you go back to your health.
I understand.
Yeah, so that is how it works.
Wow. I didn't know that, your health also has a connection with
Yes,
your subconscious mind.
your body actually is a product of your mental and your emotional health.
Okay.
Yeah, your body is just a product. Because our DNA is not fixed. Only 3% of our DNA is fixed. It's called the spiritual DNA. 97% of our DNA changes with our environment and our experiences.
Wow.
And I would really love to tell people, please go and watch on YouTube the documentary of Dr. Bruce Lipton called The Biology of Belief. A doctor, a biologist who became a spiritual teacher because nothing of science was making sense to him. And he wanted to explain the connection between the body, the mind, the soul, the emotions, the experiences, childhood from 0 to 7. Dr. Bruce Lipton will explain to you very nicely.
Wow, that's amazing. So guys, please take this suggestion, and whenever you guys are free, I would suggest you guys go ahead and look up for it, because I'm also going to do that. Whenever I'm free, when I'm working out, I tend to listen like a
Yes.
podcast, and it kind of works, and you're subconsciously doing something else as well. So definitely I'll look into it. Now, coming to the legal part of it, right? So once you decided, okay, this is what your career is going to be, you're going to be a life coach and a healer, you decided to set up your business.
Before that, I decided to get certified. All my you have to have the certificates, yeah?
Okay.
Because integrity, ethics are very important in this kind of business.
Right.
So I am internationally certified with every tool and techniques that I used.
Wow.
Yeah. And like Angelic Reiki, I'm a master teacher, which I have the certificate that can be used globally, issued by the Association of Angelic Reiki of UK. I am a Theta Healing Practitioner and Instructor. My certificates come from the Theta Institute, and I am legally allowed to practice worldwide.
Wow.
I am a certified relationship coach, which is related to the NLP Institute. I am a certified psychic medium. I am a certified animal communicator. I am a certified tarot card reader.
Wow.
Yeah.
And after all this certification, my question to you is, were you not scared before starting up your business?
Yes, I was very scared. I thought I messed up my life when I left my corporate job.
Okay.
Because we get attached to what we call the illusion of security. My job is my security. It's an illusion.
Definitely,
that
yes.
has been sold to you.
Yes.
You have to be brave to the core to get through that illusion.
Right.
Because remember, it is a learned behavior for years and centuries that was given to us.
Right.
That when you work for somebody else and you're paid a salary, this is security.
Right.
Which is a lie that has been sold to you. Because if you go to the office right now and you sit down, you don't open your laptop and you just fold your hand and you look at the wall or the ceiling, you think you're going to get paid at the end of the month?
No.
So who is the security, the job or you?
Right.
Yeah? So I had to train myself. It took me 1.5 years to
Okay.
really get out of that illusion.
Right.
I would cry with my mother and I would say, I messed up my whole life. Erase, cancel, delete. It didn't happen. So for me to really go and become an entrepreneur, I'm still learning. I'm still not there where I want to be,
Right.
because I want to be an internationally renowned motivational, and public speaker.
Okay.
That's my goal. And I also want to be a renowned animal communicator and healer, because there are very less in the world who does this work. And I want to become their voice to better
Wow.
understand them. So, yeah, it was very scary. First of all, you're the CEO, you're everything for your business.
Right.
Yeah. Money, I had to work on my money belief. So money is one of the most emotional commodity that we have in this world.
100%.
Your relationship with money is based on the dynamics of your family's relationship with money. Yeah. Some people, when they come to work on their money belief, which I have a special program called Build a Healthy Relationship with Money. When people come and tell me what is their belief behind money, some people has identified money as a person. When I started this journey, I had to go and work on my money belief. When I was taken on that journey to find out what are my belief around money, I saw money as a gangster. Like I could personify it as a gangster.
Okay.
So I had to go and release that.
Okay.
Yeah, because then subconsciously I am associating money to business that are not legal and illicit.
Okay.
Yeah,
So how
so-
do we associate money with? So what's the right way of associating money
Money
with?
is an energy.
Energy.
Yeah,
Okay.
money is an energy, like any energy of the universe. Money is an energy. Money facilitates your life.
Right.
Yeah, I always say that you are not successful because you have money. You have money because you're successful.
Okay.
Yeah, so money is an energy. If your relationship with money is not so great, we need to go back in your childhood and take you down to the memory lane, 0 to 7. How did you experience money? Who
Right.
was controlling money
Right.
in the house? Who was providing money?
Right.
Yeah, so all of this affect your relationship with money.
I understand.
Yes.
Okay, great. So you were scared, you worked on yourself, and then you set up your business at last. How did you feel? How did that emotion work for you?
Okay, so it has been nearly 5 years now, where nearly 2.5 years was my own journey, where I was working on myself, and there was COVID and everything. And then when the Holistic Center offered me collaboration, it was not really a job, but collaboration, where we shared the profit. When I started earning that money and the amount I was getting every month on my bank account, I was very pissed.
You were
Because-
pissed.
Yes,
Okay.
because I was a CFO.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Yes.
what you were earning
And
and what
I was getting so angry at myself. Yeah. So I had to go and calm myself down and walk on it and walk on it and walk on it. I'm still walking on it. The only advice I have for people, go and find out your values. What are your values? Because without value, you have no purpose.
right.
Many people, when they come to me and they said, I don't know what is my life purpose. I want to do something great. Everybody think that when you leave everything, you sell everything, you become a healer, and you start healing people, that is a purpose. No.
Right.
A purpose is, what are you physically doing that is aligned with your values?
Right.
No matter what you're doing in life.
I understand.
Yeah. So it is very important for us to align ourselves with our values. So this is what I had to learn, so that I can go through this journey of becoming an entrepreneur. My values as a person, as an entrepreneur, I am very strict with them.
Right.
I practice them
Right.
so that I can move forward and I can achieve what I want to achieve. I would say, compared to 2 years ago, things are much more better.
Right.
You get more confidence. People
Right.
get to know you in the market. You get referred to. You're helping people. And it is a journey. You keep on learning. I would not recommend anyone who does not have a saving of at least for a year to cover all your expenses to leave your job. Please don't do that.
Right.
Continue to go to work.
Right.
See that job as something that pays your bill, because if the only way you can walk toward your vision and fulfill your vision is when the bill are paid.
Right.
Yeah, please don't do that, because people get very hyper
Right.
and they get very excited. Oh, Leckranee did it, we're gonna do it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna leave my job. Please don't do that.
Okay.
Please don't do that. You need to have at least 1 year of saving to be able to cover for your expenses. You need to live on a budget.
It's a very sensible suggestion or
Exactly.
a lesson actually what
Exactly.
you're saying, because it makes sense. You can't go broke and become an entrepreneur.
No, you
it
can't.
doesn't work like
It
that.
doesn't work.
Now it is you, because you know how to make money work for you.
Yes.
You learned it and you came
Yes.
out of it.
Yes.
But I think a lot of people make this mistake.
Yes.
They get so hyper to start a business and they see big numbers in
Yes.
front of them. They leave what they have right
Yes.
now, but then the grass is always green the other side.
Yes. And
you need to prepare to go to that journey.
Exactly. And also people always believe, oh, this person became successful overnight. The success that you're seeing overnight has 40 years of work behind that came along.
Definitely,
Yeah.
yes.
And also what I have seen when I decided to go and make this a whole profession, the first thing people advised me, open a holistic center. And I was like, why would I open a holistic center? You know the amount of overhead there is in a holistic center? Why would I
Definitely.
do that?
Right.
Yeah, why would I do that? And they were like, because you have to give like this percentage to the place you're collaborating with. Yes, it's my margin. I have no headache.
Right.
Yeah, it's my margins that come to my pocket.
Right.
Till now, I don't have a holistic center. I'm not interested.
Right.
Yes. Every great entrepreneur started working from home, either in a garage or in a guest room or in a small corner.
Right.
Whether it was Steve Jobs or whether it was Bill Gates.
Right.
Yeah, they started in a garage.
Right.
So don't get hyper and go and see offices. I want this office. I want to have the sea view. I want to have the nice coffee machine. I want a secretary. No, please. Don't do that.
Right.
If you can afford it, fair
Good.
enough.
Yes.
Yeah? Good for you.
Yeah.
But don't kill the hen that is laying golden eggs. Make your money work for you.
Right.
Invest your money. And if you want to invest your money, we have somebody very nice in BNI who can
Definitely.
create passive income for us.
Yeah.
We have to get her. So make your money work for you
Right.
so that your money can sustain you.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't go and kill the hen that was laying golden eggs in the greed of getting all the egg out.
Right.
Yeah, let the hen lay the egg every day one so that you can enjoy it longer.
Right.
This is what I have to say.
Amazing. So, Leckranee, because Enrich Ventures did your license,
Yes.
I want to know, how was your experience? How did it go, and how you feel about the service with Enrich Ventures?
So when I wanted to join BNI, Deepak told me, who is our launch director, that I need to have a license.
Yes.
And I said, okay. So he said, because you're in coaching and you're into all of that, an e-commerce license will be better for you. So I approached you. What I was very happy about is that there was a person who was assigned to me.
Right.
And that person would message me practically every day for my documentation.
Right.
He would understand when I am busy. And I would message that person whenever I have time, whether
Exactly.
it was at night or whatever. So I had the assistance, I would say, very, very honestly, 24/7 to get my license done. And
Right.
it was done very quickly. And the cost was very effective for me. There was no hidden cost. Everything was transparent to
Right.
me and given to me. And everything was done very quickly to me. You remember I had 2 names for my business.
Right.
And you tried your best to get the other one, but the universe wanted the one with my name, which I am very happy.
Right.
Because there is only one Leckranee on all social media platforms, so it's not difficult to find.
Now, successfully coming to the end of this episode 4 of Scary Startup Stories with Pavithra Celine. I would like to thank you so much, Leckranee. Thank you so much for coming. This was an amazing episode.